Hello, my name is Roberto Chavez. My gender pronouns are he, him, and his. I'm the senior citizenship educator at the New York Historical Society Museum and Library. To give you a visual description of myself, I'm a Latino man in my late 20s with black hair and brown eyes, and I'm wearing a black t-shirt. Thank you for joining me today. As a cisgender gay man and a citizenship educator since the program was launched at the New York Historical Society, this topic means a lot to me. I hope that this Expo session, teaching LGBTQ history in the Citizenship Project, provides an example of how a museum program can incorporate LGBTQ history, and I hope it inspires you to do so at your institution. Let's begin. If you don't already know, the New York Historical Society was founded in 1804 as New York's first museum and its second library. It is located on the Upper West Side of Manhattan. The New York Historical Society preserves the history of the nation as seen through the perspective of New York. In 2017, the Citizenship Project was launched to assist permanent residents studying for the civics test portion of the United States Citizenship and Immigration Services, USCIS, naturalization interview. The program was created to go over the 100 civics questions by using objects, paintings, and documents from the New York historical collections. The program has evolved over the years, and the curriculum has grown and adapted under the supervision of Samantha Rikers, the senior manager of the Citizenship Project. Let's read an example of a question from the USCIS civics test. Question 39. How many justices are on the Supreme Court? I'll give you a second to guess. The correct answer is 9. There are 9 justices on the US Supreme Court. Recently, a museum collection object was incorporated into a lesson that focuses on modern America and a recent Supreme Court case. Its inclusion represents an important moment in LGBTQ history and American history, and I think you'll see why in our next slide. New York Historical Society holds a variety of items related to weddings, including an early 20th century cake topper, cake ornaments, and several preserved slices of cake. This cake topper, accompanied by its moving and well-documented story, is the first to represent same-sex marriage. It is introduced in the Citizenship Project through a visual inquiry to our adult immigrant students. As an educator, I start by saying, what do you see? And I follow up with, how might this object have been used? Who could have used this object? Then I show the underside of the object and I ask, when was this object used? Who used this object? It says April 28, 2007. Gary and Ulysses. Civil Union, NJ. So this was a wedding cake topper used in a civil union ceremony 8 years before the US Supreme Court case Obergefell versus Hodges. That 2015 landmark Supreme Court case legalized same-sex marriage across the country in a 5-4 ruling. Citizenship Project students can learn about the impact of the Supreme Court on American citizens firsthand through a simple visual inquiry of a sentimental wedding cake topper of a gay male couple. Objects like these tell stories, including LGBTQ stories. Their inclusion in museum programs like the Citizenship Project represent a greater understanding that these stories have a place in our telling of American history. As a cisgender gay male educator, I'm proud to be able to teach this with my students in my museum. I hope you come visit me virtually at the NYCMER 2021 Conference Expo sessions. This presentation originated as an idea from the Queer Peers NYCMER peer group, of which I am a co-coordinator of. For more information, feel free to reach out to me at roberto.chavez@nyhistory.org. You can reach out to the Citizenship Project at thecitizenshipproject@nyhistory.org or the Queer Peers NYCMER peer group, queerpeersnycmar@gmail.com. Thank you again and stay safe.